Yeah, hi everybody. This is Manish Srivastav from Alpha Value Consulting. Today I am going to discuss on a very important topic and very interesting as well, which talks about the corporate valuations. When we say valuation of the companies, it plays a very prominent role when any transaction that is happening in the market. As well as it provides a certain amount of informed decision making to a person who is running the company, who will be the promoter of the company, or to the management of the company. Okay, so there are companies which are listed companies whose prices are available in the market, and we know that this is the price of the particular share is. And if we want to purchase that share, we just go to sharekhan.com or icici.com and purchase the shares or place the orders, and we get the particular share in our particular portfolio. Okay. Now, when we talk about a company which being a private limited company, we need to understand, like the questions come, like what should be the price of the company is, because the price is not available in the market and we need to decipher the price. When we say deciphering the price, they involve a certain amount of knowledge and intellectual value as well as a certain amount of experience of the valuer. Okay? Because the value is not only being hidden in the financial number, but it also being hidden in the certain processes the company follow, the technology the company has, the management team the company has. So these things we need to factor in and look into while valuing the company. I can't compare an apple with an orange. Okay? So when we are valuing a private limited company, we need to understand that first of all, what is the premise of the value? When I say premise of the value, there are two basic premises. One is that valuing the company as a going concern basis. Another is valuing a company as a liquidation basis. When I say valuing as a going concern basis, it means the longevity of the company is there, the company is going to exist in the time to come. But when we say on a liquidation basis, it means that the company is going for winding up and there can't be any future projections of the company. Okay? Now, there are three approaches to valuation which is used internationally and all across the world. You go from anywhere in the world, you find only three approaches to valuation. One is the asset approach, another is the income approach, and the third is the market approach. I will just give a glance of each of them in brief. Like asset approach talks about what the assets the company has. We majorly look into the balance sheet of the company and find like these are the assets the company has, and based on the earning capacity that will be of those assets, how the value will be created. Okay. Another is we look into the cash flow creation ability of the company, like how the cash flow will be created in the time to come, and that is basically the income approach, and major methodology is the discounted free cash flow methodology. Okay. When we say like we are valuing a company which being a service driven company or an intellectual value company like Infosys or TCS, they don't have much of the assets in the balance sheet. It is majorly like the potential value that they hold. Like Narayan Murthy once said, the entire value of a company comes to the office at 10 o'clock in the morning, and the entire value vanishes when the people of the company, that is the human resource, the value, the intellectual value, moves out of the office at 6 p.m. Okay? It means that human value creates an intellectual value for the company. Okay? So when we say like value a company which like a DLF or Unitech or any asset-based companies, then we need to look into what are the assets they have, like what are the land banks or the plant, machinery. Those things play more important role. There may be a scenario like when we are valuing a startup company, no historical background, no pattern we can draw, what to look at, how to value it. So we follow a criteria called a scorecard methodology. When we say a scorecard, it means that there are certain attributes the value you need to look at while valuing a company, like what is the promoter's background? Is the company has any criminal background or record? What is the technology factor? What is the team size? Who are the co-founders? What is the knowledge base of that promoters or the co-founders? So these are the important ingredient. How the environment is, what is the competition in the market, as well as like how that particular investors at that particular time rating those sort of segment, right? So these are the certain set of questions you need to look at while valuing any startup company. Okay. So this is just a brief from my side, and I will come again on a more long dialogue for about an hour. Stay tuned. Thanks.